Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Virginia Tech's just been unable to put together 4 quarters. You take little snippets out of each and every game during this losing streak, and it looks like a pretty good football team. But mistakes at crucial times have doomed them. Can they finally clean up their act and get this thing going in the right direction? That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
Let's head down to the coin toss now. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Kentucky is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
Well, the question now is, how will they respond after losing a couple on that run?
From their own 24-yard line, it's second down. Gets to about the 24-yard line. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly. Davis picks up 6 yards with that grab. Thompson, the return man. And down he goes, the 42-yard line. The Wildcats have a player that's up for national awards. It's all speculation right now. You can talk about awards after you win them. He's got to worry about playing this football game. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. Throws completely stopped immediately.
That brings him second and 5.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
I think you got to give credit to the big boys up front there. They're able to get this back to room that he needed.
Slings it out, and it gets tipped.
How about that play right there? Zone coverage by the defense, and the linebacker is quick enough to react and get a hand on the ball to force the incompletion.
From the 48-yard line, it's second down. And he's sacked.
Man, it's an offensive lineman. This is the worst thing that you want to see, is your quarterback not only getting sacked, but getting hit like that. Those linemen better pick that quarterback up and start doing a better job of taking care of it.
Roger. 91 is the mic.
5 wide.
Dog 4. Blue 20.
And they get the sack.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
Makes it 4th and long.
4th and long here after the sack. There's a punt. It's a line drive. Signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 28-yard line.
This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. At the 30. To the 20. And they push him out around the 12-yard line. And that was an outstanding run by that young man.
Brad, you're exactly right. The ball carrier is able to break through the secondary without much resistance at all.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
Let's check out what's happening in Auburn. And for USC, they remain red hot.
Virginia Tech lines up for the kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Oh, he got nailed on that one. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver.
He'll learn he doesn't always need to use his cannon. Sometimes precision is more important than power.
From their own 14-yard line. 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue 4.
Here's a quick throw. Incomplete.
You got to give the receiver a chance to make the play. That was just underthrown.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
Throws incomplete.
Not a very impressive set of downs. The quarterback just doesn't seem to be throwing very confidently.
That'll make it 4th and 10.
Campbell is the punter. He dropped it. He's tackled at the 46. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Personal foul, clipping, receiving team.
So they'll move back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here. From their own 31-yard line, it's 1st down. Virginia Tech is up 7. Tackle at the 46-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards. 1st down.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He lets it fly. He's got his receiver with nobody around him. Touchdown, big play. And he tacks on the extra point. quick to play 69-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
You know, you always prepare your offense to think that we're going to have some success. These guys got to be coming over the sidelines after touchdown saying, man, I didn't expect it to be this easy.
Knocked out of bounds at the 25. Their last drive resulted in a punt, so let's see if they can put together something a little more promising here.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
Throws, and it's incomplete.
The receiver needed to get a step or two further into his route to have any chance of snagging that pass.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down.
Kill, kill, kill!
He's got to throw it in a hurry, and he tackles him hard at the 19. And for Calhoun, that was his second sack of the game.
And I hope the quarterback's all right because he took a shot on that play. That was a great hit.
Roger! 91 is the mic! Kill, kill, kill!
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Kill, kill, kill! Take 4, take 4!
This quarterback is tough as nails. Brad, he's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
Gets it away. It's low. Virginia Tech's offense right now, I think all you can call it is scary.
Well, they can attack you in so many different ways. They have a quarterback right now that's getting the ball out of his hands and making great decisions, and they have playmakers all over the field. This offense is tough to stop.
And he just gets rid of it. Virginia Tech's got a guy behind center that can really do it all, Herbie. I mean, he's a dual threat. He can hurt you with his feet and his arm. With this guy, it's PYP. Pick your poison. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 39. Throws it to the outside. Great concentration to haul it in. To the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. He makes the PAT. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line. It's not quite a blowout, but unless they do something here, it might turn into one. He's taken down at the 14.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
They line up at the 14. 2nd down.
Kill, kill, kill! Yellow, 3! Red, 2! Green, 15!
Wants to go long and does.
This ball is incomplete. Thompson's the intended receiver on the play.
And the offense is looking to go with a hurry-up early in the game. He's going to go for the home run. Incomplete.
These guys just don't seem to be on the same page, and they're going to have to be if they expect to win this game.
That'll make it 4th and 10.
Baker is back awaiting the punt. He hits a low one there. He goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Six points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force him into a mistake.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Got a man, watch out here. And he hits him hard at the 47-yard line.
Now that's how you run a corner route. He exploded out of his cut and beat the man coverage for a new set of downs.
Man left, man left. Check. Get him, baby. Down.
Nice run up the middle.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
3 down, 3 down.
Pressured and brought down.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
Things starting to get out of hand here as we head to the 2nd quarter. The Hokies with a 3-touchdown advantage. And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set to start the 2nd quarter. And they've got the dime package in there to try and deal with this 5-receiver look. Caught with room to work. And they make the stop right around the 34.
Gain of 11 yards. First down.
From the 34-yard line. First down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
There's a play fake. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Inside the 10. And down he goes at the 7.
That's a gain of 27 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
And he's taken down at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 5-yard line, it's 2nd down. They come out in a 5-wide set. They'll bring him down at about the 7-yard line.
Good job by the defense here to stay home and then pursuing the ball. They didn't waste any time to get to him to make that tackle.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
The pass is incomplete. By the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 4th and goal.
This isn't much more than an extra point. Kicks away, and it's through the uprights. Virginia Tech ready to kick this one off. Excellent kick. He's to the 20, at the 30. The 50. And he shoved out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. Here comes the pressure.
You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterback's just better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
From the 33-yard line, it's second down.
Hey, kill.
He's tackled around the 31-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Check. Dancer. Hey, kill. Flare.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Boy, that was a rocket. If the receiver didn't come down with it, the quarterback made sure nobody else was going to come down with it either.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it.
Here we go. Easy.
Throws to the receiver, incomplete. Not sure about that play call as they fail on 4th down. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. Might have been some early movement up front.
False start. Offense.
It's so tough to move the ball forward. Even a 5-yard setback can do damage to a drive.
So the penalty will make it 1st and 15. Steps out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
Pass is tipped away. Great range as he's able to break up the pass.
I know that the safety makes a good play here, but as a receiver, you got to get in there and play some defense. He's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
3rd and 5 situation. Ball on the 36-yard line. 5 wide. Fires out quick. It's picked off. Tackle made at the 49-yard line. He flings it. It's picked off.
Boy, just when it looked like they had a chance to get right back into this game, they throw the interception. Now it's still early. Let's see if their defense can bail them out.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35. And he throws it away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
He's on the run. He's wrapped up for the sack. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
It's 3rd and 11. Ball on the 34. Caught, and that's a first down. Brought down around the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
49, check 49, check 49. Sit, 25. Down. Check 15.
Caught, and he's hit immediately. It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 50. And he's tackled right around the 46-yard line. He's got it with room to run. He's knocked out of bounds around the 32-yard line.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route. Good protection and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
From the 32-yard line, first down.
Black eye. Motion.
Complete and pushed out of bounds behind the line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
This is the 9th play of this drive. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. He catches another. He's still moving. Spectacular play, and now it's 1st and goal.
Richard on the tackle at the 6-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3.
Gets to about the 5-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard.
That was the junior linebacker who'll get credit with the tackle there.
They're at the 5. 2nd down. Tackle right around the 6-yard line.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
And this is the 12th play of the drive. The sub package in there defensively in this 5-wide receiver set. He's taken down around the 4-yard line. He gained a couple of yards on the keeper. The Wildcats will use their first time out of the half. It's 4th down. This should be an easy field goal. They try to get a head start there.
False start, offense.
Sometimes what happens on a false start is a lineman will see movement on the other side of the ball and be coaxed into jumping early.
He gets it up, and he's got it. Virginia Tech kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Brad, as good as this defense has looked, I'm not necessarily surprised by this shutout. I mean, you and I were there on Wednesday watching this team practice, and when this first-team defense goes against their own first-team offense in a practice, sometimes it's actually better than the game itself. So they've prepared themselves very well to have this kind of game.
And he's going to lose big yardage. He's tackled immediately after the catch. They lose 4 there.
Well, that play was sort of out of sync from the start, but you have to also recognize that the defense made a great play. They read it from the get-go.
Kill, kill.
Incomplete. And that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
From their own 21-yard line. 3rd down.
Kill.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He's going to air it long. Missed him. The quarterback didn't get enough on the long ball.
Well, the quarterback can't worry about getting hit back there. He's got to step up and make the throw downfield to the receiver.
Gets it away. It's low. Virginia Tech's put themselves in a great position now as they head into the second half.
Well, in the first half, we saw a lot of big playability and just an explosive approach by this offense. But remember, we'll see what happens here in the second half. This is a long way from being over.
Virginia Tech is winning big. Gains his way to the 30-yard line. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. Virginia Tech's going to have to use their second time out of the half. So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Wants to throw outside.
It can be tough making a play on the ball sometimes, but that's probably a pick he should have made.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
They go to the left for a nice gain.
Gain of 6 yards. 1st down.
Kill. Red 9. Check 26.
Offense lines up in a 5-wide set and a defense anticipating pass here. Now he tries to buy some time. And they make the stop around the 37-yard line. Davis picks up a yard on the scramble. Scrambling around. He's at midfield. And down he goes around the 40-yard line. The Hokies using their 3rd and last timeout. The field goal unit's out on the field, and they're going to try to get these guys 3 points before halftime. The kick is up. That would have been hard to watch if your team's on the short end as we head to halftime. So really a lopsided ball game as we're just about set to start the second half. He sends this one deep. Virginia Tech's coaching staff will go out tonight, and I think the offensive coordinator should buy the defensive coordinator his meal.
Well, the defense has been great. There's no doubt about it. But I just think that the offense that they're facing, they've just been so conservative, so predictable. It's made it very easy for this defense to have a dominant game.
He airs it out. Incomplete. Boy, would he like to have that one back.
Yeah, you're right. This offense relies so much on timing, and as you saw there, when their timing gets knocked off, they have a tough time connecting on plays like this.
Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers.
intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Third and 10 coming up. Ball on the 25-yard line.
91 is the mic. Red 2, X, 7.
And he's immediately tackled.
That's good enough for another Kentucky first down.
Red 2, green 9.
He scrambles. He gets rid of this one. From their own 36-yard line. Second down.
91 is the mic. Red 2.
And he's taken down at the 38. Throws incomplete. He tried to hit his receiver in stride, but overthrew it a little too much.
That'll come in time. Just repetition, throwing that same pass over and over, and he'll be fine.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Kill. 3 down. 91 is the mic.
They'll bring him down at about the 21. Quick pass, and that sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, kill.
Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll go for 2 in this situation. They're crowding that line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill.
Here's a run. He's in for the conversion. Kentucky is ready to kick it away. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. They'll take over here, ready to start a new series. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Ball on their own 30. Nice run up the middle.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. First down.
Take four.
Pulls it in, and he could score. He's tackled at the 20-yard line.
He takes the first down.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10. He's scrambling. He lost the ball. It's recovered.
That just shows you how determined this defense is. Great play by the linebacker to come up with the ball after the fumble. The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
Nice catch, first down, and he's knocked out.
That's a gain of 16 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
From their own 36-yard line, it's first down.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Second and 10.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Dog 4.
Now he's scrambling. He's under pressure. Tackle made at the 42-yard line.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 35.
From their own 42-yard line, it's third down. And he is drilled at the 43. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Watch 9, watch 9.
This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. It's caught, first down, and he's out of bounds. Fires across the middle. Brought down at about the 37-yard line. From the 37-yard line. First down. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals. And he's tackled at the 27.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
3 down, 3 down. Check 91. Kill. Yeah, Kill. Raider.
Makes it to the 17. There's a flag on the field, and I think I have a good feeling of what this might be.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty will move him back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Wildcats quarterback down on the sideline after getting injured earlier. I think it looks like he's in that much pain, and I would bet that we're going to see him back in the game before the day's over. And they got him.
Boy, these kind of plays result in a lot of confidence from this defense and the defensive coordinator. I will not be surprised to see this defense continue to bring this kind of pressure against this offense.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
Roger. Check 91.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
Raider. Check.
quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
That's just a shame. The receiver did his job. He's able to get a step on the defender, but the ball was underthrown.
And once again, the coaches decided to go for it on 4th down. I got to tell you, I'm really surprised that they aren't going to just punt this ball away. Going long. Doesn't get there. They don't get the first down, and I bet they'd love to have that one back.
Well, I think the right call there would have been to punt the ball. You're not out of this game. Why jeopardize your chances by going for it?
They can really pay for it now unless their defense comes out here and makes a big defensive stop. And the defense stopped them cold on 4th down during their last drive.
Brad, this offense, the last time they were out there, went for it on 4th down and came up short. And I'm all for being aggressive, but I really think you've got to be smart when it comes to when to go for it on 4th down and when to punt and try to affect field position. Let's see if this offensive coordinator and play caller has learned from some of his mistakes in the past.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. He's going to try and scramble. Tackle around the 24-yard line.
It's always a snap decision when you decide to tuck it and run. On that play, it was definitely the right move as he got the first down after a nice gain.
Throws it in a hurry. They'll knock him down for a loss. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
From the 24-yard line, it's 2nd down. And he's level at the 21-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
They're lucky he was able to hang on to the football. He took a pretty good shot.
He's gobbled up in the backfield. A 4-yard loss.
This defense is fast enough that they can create negative yards on completed passes. So the offense might want to consider that next time they try that play.
There was some movement on the line.
False start, offense.
Sometimes what happens on a false start is a lineman will see movement on the other side of the ball and be coaxed into jumping early.
So they've moved him back, and it's 4th and long. The kick is away. It's long enough, and he got it. They line up to kick this one away. He just drills this one. They'll bring him down at the 19-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. He's on the run. They'll make the sack.
I think this defensive end is doing a great job of getting after the quarterback, not only with the sack in this case, but it seems like the entire game he's done a good job of creating pressure, making this quarterback feel him, and almost giving him happy feet back there where he doesn't seem to be in rhythm and almost seems to be throwing the football, feeling the pressure and almost creating nerves on the quarterback.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's taken down at the 33. One more quarter to play. Virginia Tech's lead is 22. Into the fourth quarter now, and we're back to the action.
Hey, here we go. 91 check.
He's going to go for the home run. Can't pull it in. Well, he tried to thread the needle with that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision throwing into coverage. Needs to look at his progression and find the second and third receiver.
From their own 33-yard line. Second down.
Kill.
He's going to air it long. No, incomplete.
Rogers, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
91 is the mic. Watch the run. And 2
Receivers got the first down, and they make the stop right around the 46-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Kentucky first down.
Easy.
And down he goes, right around the 38-yard line.
First down.
91 is the mic. I got you, punk. Kill.
Going deep. Can't connect.
Rogers was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 38-yard line, it's second down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Complete. He's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 20. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Throws it and is caught for the touchdown. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion. They're trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense. He's got the 2. Kentucky gets set to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Got some open field. He's to the 40. Very clutch tackle there because this kid had some space.
This is one of their special plays they like to call to keep the defense off balance. When you can get first downs in unconventional ways, you have the edge over your opponent.
From the 48-yard line, first down. Davis gets a toss. Makes it to the 34.
Gain of 14 on the play. First down.
Man left, man left. Three down, three down. Yeah. Hey, look back.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. What a play, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 3. They're knocking on the door.
Check 59, Mike.
Throws it, and oh, he dropped it.
Sharply intended receiver on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Check three, check three.
He scrambled. Boy, this defense really came to play today.
Well, they said before the game that they wanted to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback. They sure stuck to that plan.
It's 3rd and goal from the 5. Let's see if they can put this one in. Stepping up. There's a fumble. It's picked up by the defense. That's a big break for this defense.
You know, this offense just can't afford to be getting hit with the turnover bug. They need to hold on to the football.
Well, they got the result you always want on the last drive. Let's see if it happens again. Throws it deep. In the air. It's intercepted. There's a missed tackle. And he's taken down at the 38. From the 38-yard line, it's 1st down. Pitch play here. They'll bring him down right around the 40.
But you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
Look at that strength. Gets out to around the 22.
That's a gain of 18 on the play. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 22. They come out in a 5-wide set. Quick out to his receiver. And he tackles him hard at the 6-yard line.
Gain of 16 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
Laterals back. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2-yard line. 2nd down.
Check three, check three.
He's tackled at the 1-yard line.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Double tight, double tight. Check, 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 check. Left up.
Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start, offense.
They'll line up for another 3rd down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a 3rd down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
This is from the 5-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Under heavy pressure, and he's sacked.
Man, as an offensive lineman, this is the worst thing that you want to see. Is your quarterback not only getting sacked, but getting hit like that. Those linemen better pick that quarterback up and start doing a better job of taking care of him.
Less than 3 minutes in the game. It's up, and it splits the uprights. Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
Let's roll into Tuscaloosa for an update. And for Alabama, they keep delivering body blow after body blow with that rushing attack, and it takes them right into the end zone.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech's defense has just been awesome here in the 4th quarter.
And the thing that's really stood out to me, Brad, is that when they've needed the stops, they've gotten them and gotten the football back to their own offense to put points on.
So we're just about ready to return to action. It's caught. First down, and he's out of bounds. He's got it with room to run. He gets hit out of bounds at the 16. Fires quickly. Touchdown. So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion. Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. They don't get it. A short 3-play, 75-yard drive. But they just get 6 points after failing to convert for 2.
Boy, that is scoring in a hurry. This offense is looking more and more explosive.
He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback leads his squad back out. They got 3 on their last possession. They'll give it off here. And he's tackled around the 38-yard line.
Maybe after a nice run like that, you try to go up in the air with a play-action pass.
From their own 38-yard line. First down. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. Kentucky's going to take their first time out of the half. Davis comes away with 5 yards on the carry. The Wildcats call a timeout. That's their second of the half. They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. Tackled after decent pickup. The Wildcats using their 3rd and final timeout. A little over a minute in the game. Room around the corner. Thompson fields it at the 22. Well, those are some of the yards the team needs.
Well, the clock is not on their side right now. They just need to hope that they can get a very quick score here and then hope for the best.
These guys came up with a touchdown on their last drive, and they'll be hoping for another 6 on the board here.
You can bet this defense made some adjustments on the sideline, though. I don't know if they can stop the passing attack, but they need to at least be able to slow it down.
Thompson was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 36-yard line, 2nd down.
Kill, 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 kill.
That'll push him over the 100-yard mark in receiving.
Even when he isn't open, the quarterback will still throw him the ball and just let him make a play. It really shows the trust that the quarterback has with his receiver.
He goes downtown. Tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Makes it 1st and goal.
Strike to his receiver, no good.
Rogers, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 10.
91 is the mic. Red, 2 to go.
Going to the end zone, and it's coming back out. That pick will end this game.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
We have less than a minute to go.
56, Mike, 56.
Takes a knee. From their own 18-yard line, it's 2nd down. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He'll go down to one knee. And that's going to do it for a very entertaining shootout. Virginia Tech 33, Kentucky 22.
And the Wildcats. 22.
That brings this broadcast to a close. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 14.